Hi, I'm Gavin Harrison, and I'm playing here tonight in Paris with O5 Rick, and you're watching Moho.com.
Pain and suffering I will know. Pain and suffering I let go. Vision.
My favourite music. My favourite music is good music. My least favourite music is bad music. I don't really think about genres very much. I don't really like genres because it puts a border around something and people think, jazz, yes, it's the best. Everything outside of here is bad. I just think of music as music, and I've played a lot of different types of music. So there's good and bad in every, let's say, style. I just try to find the good stuff. Well, yeah, let's think. I really like Steve Gadd, Jeff Porcaro, Stuart Copeland, Simon Phillips, Billy Cobham, John Guerin, Harvey Mason, John Robinson, a lot of American drummers actually, Tony Williams, Elvin Jones, so many drummers. I really like a guy called Steve Jansen. He was the drummer of a pop band called Japan. Very interesting drummer with no technique, but just great ideas. Very interesting. A drum set, some sticks. Really, the most important thing is to listen. You'll be amazed how many people don't listen. I hear people playing who are not listening to each other. Obviously, you need to have a nice feel with the timing. That's the most important thing. If you don't have a nice feel with the timing, but you have a lot of technique, it just won't impress me. I still practice whenever I can. On a day where I would be at home, I would probably practice 3 or 4 hours. New techniques, I'm looking for things that sound like me. Sound like me, that actually don't sound like me. I'm trying to find new things to play. So I do a lot of improvising, and occasionally I discover something that I like just inside the improvisational session, and I try to record the sessions in case I play something accidental that I like. Usually it's because it's something that I haven't played before. So I'm trying to not repeat myself. I'm trying to, keep advancing. I met him on the internet on a site called MySpace. He sent me a friend request, and I listened to his music, and I thought it was very, very interesting. Rick's a very good drummer. So just by chance, Porcupine Tree were playing in Rick's town, which was Cambridge in England, about a week after we met online. So Rick came to the concert, and we talked afterwards, and we started to send each other, different ideas, and so the writing began like that. It was a kind of an internet thing. Well, Rick's a good drummer, and he likes good drum ideas and interesting, let's say, unique rhythms that you haven't heard before on any other record. So we try to start our writing from a drum point of view. Most of the songs start from a drum idea, and why not? I play guitar and bass very badly. Nothing like the way Rick plays drums. So many of my ideas will start with a drum rhythm, and then I'll play some guitar or bass just to show Rick the kind of rhythms I want from the bass or the guitar that fits with this drum pattern. Sometimes in the end we keep my demo bass playing or demo guitar playing.
Remember that you have.
No, really, all the keyboard kind of sounds that you hear are actually from the guitar. They're effects. There's no keyboards at all. Apart from, sometimes there's a piano solo from Gary Sanctuary. He's played a piano solo, I think, on every record now. And but there's no keyboards on the records. It's all guitar with effects. Well, yeah, it's a collaboration. Really, the way we write is that I usually start the song. I usually come up with a drum idea, which I think is somewhat unique. And then I play guitar and bass, and I send him sections. There could be A, B, C, D, E sections. But Rick is the one who crafts it into a song. He writes the lyrics and the melodies. So he needs to make a sense of the shape. So he does all the hard work. Well, really the lyrics of the album are about the financial crisis, about human greed, about people being greedy with money, even at the cost of people's lives or health or future. Unfortunately, it's something that's part of human nature, that people can't resist to be greedy. Even, in socialism, I mean, really you just have to look at George Orwell's Animal Farm, and it explains the human condition very well. Once people start to get money, they want more money, and money doesn't have a conscience. You will sell yourself. You'll sell your grandma to get more money. And money means power, and power means control. I saw an interesting statistic that 1% of the people in America own 40% of the wealth. There you go. Says it all. Well, I'm in a very lucky position. I don't need to do these things. I don't need the work or the money, so I'm very lucky in that position. So I choose the ones that I think I could do something interesting with. Many times people ask me to play, and I listen to the music and I think, I don't know what I could add to our music, so I decline those albums. So really, I only pick the ones that I think are going to be musically interesting and something that I can bring to the record that would be interesting to me. Yes, King Crimson will be back next year, 2014. There will be 3 drummers this time. If you think 2 drummers was too much, always go further. So there'll be 3 drummers. We're going to start rehearsing in February. We'll be rehearsing 3 or 4 periods throughout the year until September. I believe September will be the start of the touring. And there'll be a 7-piece band with Jacko Jackjick singing and playing guitar, Tony Levin on bass, Mel Collins on sax, Robert Fripp, of course, on guitar, and Pat Mastalotto, Bill Riflin, and myself. We're the 3 drummers. So I suggest you look online really nearer the time to find out, because I don't know where we're going to play and when we're going to play exactly, but I think it's going to be around September. So you need to look online and see where and when the King Crimson stuff will happen. Well, there isn't any Porcupine Tree news. We've been, let's say, resting for the last couple of years. We haven't split up. There is no intention to split up. I think one day there will be some more Porcupine Tree, but we just don't have a clear plan at this moment. But the band hasn't stopped. We're just resting. Obviously, Stephen's doing his solo thing. I'm doing this thing with 05 Rick and King Crimson, and Richard and Colin are doing other things. So it's probably not the right moment for us. The last tour was so long. We did 14 months of touring. We needed to take a rest. Otherwise, if we went back in the studio after the last album, probably the next album would have sounded too similar to The Incident. And the one thing that we really all agree on is that we don't want to make a copy of any of the previous albums. It has to sound different, at least to us. It has to sound different enough, because if we're going to make another record, it's got to it would be something we'd need to all feel happy about.
Search of purity, I yearn to be free of anything that debases. To whether and would I deal in joy, ever shall I raise my head.